Here are 5 historical secrets that have come to light over Thiers. 1. The Bletchley Park Codebreakers. During World War II, British codebreakers at Bletchley Park worked tirelessly to crack the German Enigma code. This secret operation remained classified for many years after the war ended. But eventually, the extent of the codebreakers' efforts and their impact on the war effort became known to the public. 2. The Watergate Scandal. In 1972, break-in at the Democratic National Committee headquarters in the Watergate complex in Washington, D.C., eventually led to the resignation of President Richard Nixon. The scandal involved illegal activities by members of Nixon's administration, including attempts to cover up their involvement. The full extent of the scandal came to light through investigative journalism and congressional hearings. 3. The Tuskegee Syphilis Study. From 1932 to 1972, the U.S. Public Health Service conducted a study on the effects of untreated syphilis in African American men in Tuskegee, Alabama. The participants were not informed of the true nature of the study and were denied treatment for the disease. The unethical nature of the study was exposed by investigative reporters in the early 1970s, leading to changes in research ethics and policies. 4. Operation Northwoods. In the early 1960s, the U.S. Department of Defense proposed a plan called Operation Northwoods, which involved staging false flag attacks to justify military intervention in Cuba. The plan included scenarios such as hijacking planes and committing acts of terrorism on U.S. soil. The plan was never implemented, but its existence was declassified in the early 2000s, shedding light on the lengths some were willing to go to justify military action. 5. The Manhattan Project. During World War II, the Manhattan Project was a top-secret research and development project that produced the first nuclear weapons. The full scope and details of the project were kept classified for many years. But eventually, information about the project, including the development of the atomic bomb and its use on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, became public knowledge. These are just a few examples of historical secrets that have come to light over time, shaping our understanding of the past and prompting discussions about ethics, transparency, and accountability.
Hey everyone, welcome to a crucial history lesson, the Tuskegee Syphilis Study. From 1932 to 1972 in Macon County, Alabama, 600 African-American men were deceived into a study about syphilis by the U.S. Public Health Service, promised free health care, meals, and burial insurance. Sadly, they weren't informed that they would be left untreated to track the disease's natural progression. Despite penicillin becoming the recommended treatment in 1947, these men remained untreated. This violation led to suffering and even death, impacting families and communities. It wasn't until 1972, thanks to a whistleblower, that the truth emerged, causing public outrage and changing research ethics laws significantly to ensure informed consent and protect participants in studies. Let's remember this chapter of history to ensure such injustices are never repeated.
Spending evenings at home with no one to talk to or share experiences with can cast a shadow over the comfort of one's own sanctuary. The familiar walls that once offered solace now seem to echo with a profound sense of emptiness. As the sun dips below the horizon and darkness settles in, the silence becomes palpable, weighing heavily on the soul. The absence of companionship leaves an ache in the heart, a longing for connection that goes unfulfilled. The mundane tasks of daily life lose their luster when there's no one to share them with, and the hours stretch out endlessly before them, devoid of meaning or purpose. The flickering glow of the television or the soft hum of background music offer little solace in the face of such profound loneliness. Each passing moment is a stark reminder of the void left by the absence of another's presence, a void that seems to grow larger with each passing day. In the solitude of the evening, thoughts drift to distant memories and missed opportunities, as regrets and what-ifs dance on the edges of consciousness. The warmth of human connection feels like a distant dream, elusive and fleeting. And so, They navigate the quiet expanse of the evening, yearning for the sound of another's voice or the gentle touch of a hand in the darkness, knowing that the solitude stretches out before them like an endless expanse of empty space. Walking through a park or city streets without anyone by your side can evoke a profound sense of solitude amidst the hustle and bustle of urban life. The rhythm of footsteps echoes against the pavement, a solitary cadence that reverberates in the quiet spaces between passing cars and distant conversations. Surrounded by the sights and sounds of the city, one might feel like a solitary traveler navigating an unfamiliar landscape. The vibrant colors of storefronts and the scent of street food wafting through the air serve as a stark contrast to the emptiness within. With each step, the loneliness seems to deepen, amplifying the ache of isolation. The laughter of couples strolling hand in hand, or the playful chatter of families enjoying a day out, serves as a poignant reminder of the absence of companionship. Despite the beauty of the surroundings, there's a sense of disconnect, a feeling of being adrift in a sea of faces. The anonymity of the crowd only serves to underscore the solitude, leaving one feeling like a solitary figure amidst a throng of strangers. And yet, amidst the solitude, there's also a sense of quiet introspection. The rhythmic motion of walking becomes a form of meditation, offering a moment of respite from the noise of the world. In the stillness of the urban landscape, one might find solace in the simple act of putting one foot in front of the other, knowing that even in solitude, there is a quiet strength to be found. Going through difficult times without anyone to lean on for support can be an incredibly challenging and isolating experience. Amid adversity, when the weight of the world feels too heavy to bear alone, the absence of a supportive presence amplifies the burden. As you navigate the stormy waters of hardship, there's a profound sense of loneliness that settles in, like a heavy fog obscuring the path ahead. The challenges you face seem insurmountable, and the lack of a comforting hand to hold or a shoulder to lean on only serves to magnify the sense of despair. In moments of darkness, when hope feels scarce and the future uncertain, the solitude becomes suffocating. There's a yearning for someone to share the load, to offer words of encouragement or a listening ear. But as you look around, there's no one there to offer solace, no one to share in your struggles. The silence that surrounds you becomes deafening, echoing the emptiness of your own heart. Each step forward feels like a solitary journey as you trudge through the darkness with no one by your side. And yet, amidst the loneliness, there's a resilience that begins to bloom. In the absence of external support, you find strength within yourself, drawing upon your inner resources to weather the storm. Though the road may be long and arduous, you refuse to surrender to despair, knowing that within you lies the power to persevere. Breaking out of loneliness and rediscovering happiness is a journey that begins with a single step, a courageous leap of faith into the unknown. It's a process of self-discovery and transformation, fueled by the desire to reconnect with oneself and the world around them. The first step towards breaking free from the shackles of loneliness is to acknowledge and accept the feelings of isolation without judgment. Recognizing that loneliness is a natural human emotion and not a reflection of personal failure is essential in laying the foundation for healing. From this place of acceptance springs the courage to reach out and seek connection with others. Whether it's through joining community groups, attending social events, or simply striking up conversations with strangers, every interaction becomes an opportunity to cultivate meaningful relationships. As bonds begin to form and connections deepen, the walls of isolation gradually crumble, giving way to a newfound sense of belonging. Shared laughter, heartfelt conversations, and moments of genuine connection become the building blocks of a rich and fulfilling social life. But true happiness extends beyond external relationships. It resides in the depths of one's own heart and soul. Rediscovering passions and pursuits that bring joy and fulfillment is integral to breaking free from the grip of loneliness. Engaging in hobbies, creative endeavors, or activities that ignite the soul with passion and purpose not only nourishes the spirit, but also fosters a sense of self-worth and fulfillment. As the days turn into weeks and months, the shadows of loneliness begin to fade, replaced by the warm embrace of happiness and contentment. Each moment becomes a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, light and joy can be found. And so, with each sunrise comes the promise of a new day filled with endless possibilities, a chance to embrace life with open arms and rediscover the boundless beauty that resides within and around them.
Hey, mystery lovers, have you ever heard about the Philadelphia experiment? It's one of the most intriguing tales in naval history. In 1943, the U.S. Navy allegedly conducted a top-secret experiment on the USS Eldridge at the Philadelphia Naval Shipyard. The goal? To make the ship invisible to enemy radar. But the story takes a supernatural twist. Witnesses claimed the ship vanished, teleported to Virginia, and then reappeared. Some even reported seeing crew members fused to the metal, suffering from severe mental illnesses or simply vanishing. Although the Navy denies these claims, the story has fueled conspiracy theories and movies for decades. What's the truth? Well, the debate continues, but the mix of World War II technology and eerie accounts makes the Philadelphia experiment a captivating mystery. What do you think happened? Check out more and let's unravel the mysteries together.